Hi guys, this is Yu. Um, Today we are looking at something very different. It's a 1v1 ranked game from me and a random matched opponent playing as Armenian. I'm playing as my usual human, and in this game, I'm being coached by Bimpo, who is a high elo player for me. He's like 1200 to 1400 elo. And yeah, I rarely play 1v1 games, and I think it's a good opportunity to learn to play really well because 1v1 games are not so forgiving. You have to handle everything very precisely. In team games, you can kind of rely on your teammate where you cannot do, like they can cover you, right? Yeah. In this specific game, I'm probably learning to play as at least like a 1200 euro player, I hope. Yeah. And I'm playing the slow version here because I'm actually hoping to run through this game and reflect on what has been done. Yeah, there's 6 wheels on sheep or geese, and that's actually the opponent. Okay, I'm already starting on wood. Have 10 wheels, playing humans. The strategy here is because we're facing Armenian are going to do men at arms rush because they have good infantry. And so Bimpo told me to leave 2 to 3 wheels on wood and rest on food so I can go up to feudal faster and do the archer rush. The strategy is archer rush. This is the first ever full-scale archer rush I have done in my life. Okay, all the wheels are just on boards now. And speed up a little bit since nothing is happening in Dark Age. Until we have just do the usual things, getting boars and getting sheep, and putting villagers on meal on the berries, putting 4-5 wheels on the berry, and yeah. The plan is to put wheels on gold while going up feudal. I'm going up on feudal already. The opponent is still in Dark Age. It's probably going feudal soon too. Yeah, one little thing I shouldn't have done is to make this lumber camp because this lumber camp is still pretty empty. I could have just put the wheels on here, but I guess yeah, if I balance out the wheels on those camps, it would be better. In building the first barrack as I go up in feudal, a bit of houses. I was trying to house wall and not trying to house wall because I'm not actually fully focused on this game while listening to instructions from the coach from coaching. I'm kind of like flimsy on the house wall. You'll see later. The house walls have a lot of holes. Yeah, just sending one more wheel on gold. Just juggling the resources. Trying to juggle the resources really well. Okay. no house here. Making just rerouting the house wall. Making my first archery range. And yeah, definitely focused on wood and gold right now. Just laid out my first few farms because there is enough wood. And yeah, making archers right now. Some archers are in the queue. Starting to make a couple of archers to do the first early rush. Who is scouting me? Which means he's... Let's see what he's doing. He has men-at-arms prepared. They'll probably... Oh, militias. They'll probably be upgraded soon, and then he will come raid me. He's scouting about me now. Just learning where my wood line is, gold mine is. Building a market and blacksmith, but I probably shouldn't have because I'm not going up on castle soon, but I actually didn't know that. Nothing is really in my plan right now. Just too many things going on. Couldn't have the attention span. So they saw 2 archers and ring the town bell. Yep. The 2 archers effectively put the wood line on hold for a while. But luckily they have the mule cart so they can just go anywhere they like. 3 archers putting the economy on hold. That's a pretty good deal, right? I'm still making archers. Some archers are queued up here. And I'm just juggling the resources really precisely. This has never happened before. Like, whenever there's any excess wood, I would lay out a farm, etc. Let's see what's going on here. I got a few more archers. The men-at-arms are in defense position. They're not coming to me yet. They would have come to me if I didn't do the archer rush, I would think.
Yeah, right.
Okay. A few more archers, men-at-arms. How many there are? 5 of them. I would say it's to my advantage to pick archers to counter, because it's kind of expected they would make men-at-arms, so it's a smart strategy to make archers. Let's see, the villager counts are pretty equivalent right now. The men-at-arms are going to me regardless. And initially I tried to follow them back home, but yeah, it was instructed to make more archers at home here. Why am I still following them? Anyways, I ditched the rush. Heading back. Should have headed back earlier, but making new archers here locally. Should have made another archery range instead of the market. We got the fletching in. Men-at-arm is trying to raid my site. Wood lines and mines, probably. I'm raiding them, locking up their eco. But Blue has a pretty good defense setup. He has the mule cart and the tower. So archers are pretty flimsy against towers, so I can't really do anything right now to Blue. Let's see what Blue is doing. Trying to chop my semi-wall. really sealed up. The wall's not sealed up at all. It's an idle mill here. Yeah, and I'm just trying to semi-wall my base. Didn't really try to wall my base, to be honest. There's some archers finishing up taking away the men-at-arms. The archers are trying to find a way in, but their Armenian is a little slippery with the mule cart. And I didn't know the benefit of having mule carts until now. Like you can just move your villagers around without having to spend extra resources. For the second lumber camp, for example. Yeah. What are the men-at-arms doing? Not sure. Transition moment, trying to find new targets. You can only snipe a few when they're not paying attention, but the men-at-arms came back. I'm sending new archers to his base. He's sending new men-at-arms to my base. We're both we crossed each other without knowing. I should have done the patrol move. It would have been better. Patrol move, or yeah, I'll be making some local archers to counter this. But have to send some archers back. And the archers are still looking for new targets. It's pretty tightly sealed. It's just this little bit of villager I can snipe, but from my point of view, I couldn't really see this side of the map. Also, they have a mule cart, so they don't have like a static wood line, so I really don't know they're here. And they made skirms already to snipe my archers. The men-at-arms are standing by. I don't know what. Maybe he's focused on eco. It's pretty funny. He still has just these few villagers. He's probably using all the food to make new men-at-arms and making new skirms. Making the armies costing him a lot, like dragging his eco way back. Okay, I'm doing some semi-walls here. Call it semi-wall because they are not reliable. This one is reliable actually. But here I just semi-walled. Here I walled up more seriously because the men-at-arms are at bay. Here is a semi-wall because I have to take care of something else. I just kind of auto house. Yeah, there's too many things to take care of, so I let the men-at-arms chop down this house. Should have sent the archers here, or sent one wheel to fix the building here, right? It's something to improve. Yeah, I am a little surprised by myself that these few men-at-arms can cause so much problem for me when I have archers. I was told actually you could put archers in the middle, so they have the mobility to handle men-at-arms from different directions. It's actually pretty smart. Blue is rushing me in all different directions. This makes me really dizzy. I have to spend so much energy and attention on where he's going. At the same time, I have to grow my ego. Like there's like a really precision juggling under pressure. Have to make farms as soon as I have enough wood and my wood lines being removed and blah blah blah. And luckily, okay, sometimes just okay, the men-at-arms are still just like taking a grand tour around my base. I think this is maybe this is a strategy, you know, like you just surprise your enemies. You don't just focus on one place to attack you. You go around the base and like surprise your enemy somewhere, and then again somewhere else. I don't know, make them dizzy. And now the storms are coming to snipe my defense. They are sniping me at all different directions. Here and here and here. This is becoming really stressful. It's very hard to handle. Let's see. I don't have new archers queued up. I'm surprised. My archery range got removed. I'm making a new stable now. It seems I'm surviving this now. The storms are still disturbing my ego. Okay. The men-at-arms have achieved their purpose. They removed the wood line. They're walking away again. Bull is a little, I don't know, mysterious with his army maneuvering. The men-at-arms are just going to the side to take a break. He's running away with his skirms. They're probably preparing for the second move, but it's very funny. I don't know what he's doing. He still has 31 villagers. That seems to be his ideal number. I didn't snipe any of his villagers, and he still has only 31. He was sniping my villagers, but I have more than his, so my villager count is still higher than him as of now. Okay, he's coming back for a second attack. I think he likes to surprise me. Like, he would maybe wait for me to settle again, like release all my villagers, build up a new wood line, etc. And then come to snipe them so that he can maybe snipe me more easily because he caught me off guard again. This is a doable strategy. I just never know this can be a strategy. Yeah, I mean, if he just picks his men-at-arms at one place and keep pushing in, then I will focus all my archers at him and it won't work, I guess. So it's useful for his men-at-arms to take a little, I don't know, smoke break and then head back. What he's doing right now is stacking up some resources, and at this point I have 35 views, 36 views. He has only 31 views. I'm not really sure what this stubbornness is about, and he's staying at feudal. His skirms are actually feudal skirms, so they don't work that well against my archers. Let's see what my crossbowmen. So the men-at-arms are still causing disturbances. Are a little more army here. It's really focused on army production. He has so much army. 36 military units trying to remove my build. but I already have a castle set up here. Although it's not like a prime location, but it's some protection. I can just run away with them. So right now my resources are running into some trouble. I can only get wood because his army is still in my base. Cannot farm because there are skirms. I'm in castle, so in theory I should be sending villagers out to make another TC so I can farm over there. So right now I can just get whatever resources I'm allowed to take. I would say maybe building a castle here would be better because it can cover this gold, this stone, this wood line, and the farms over here. Yeah, it would have been better. So the men at arms went around. They went away again unharmed. This is a really funny strategy, but it's kind of annoying. They run away and then you think they have disappeared, they've given up, and then when you start settling down, the villagers are all just working, they're all out and about, and men at arms come back again to snipe the villagers or the buildings. I would say men at arms and skirms are good combos. He's fighting well. Blue is fighting very well. It's just odd that he insists on 31 bills. His idle TC time is 22 minutes. Although I have been interrupted so many times, my idle TC time is just 4 minutes. Okay, we are 14 minutes into the game. I'm getting my archer some armor. It's for the skirms. And I just sniped all his army. When he's not paying attention, I'm not sure where his attention is. Oh, he's going castle. He only has 2 men at arms left. I would say that's pretty good defense from me. It was a good idea to build a second archery range. Pretty good precision, pretty good resource management, I would say. Except for the fact that I couldn't farm during the rush, during the attack. I'm just catching up on food. It's castle, so it's time to make knights. The archers are not enough because the enemy already has 2 unit combos, the skirms and men at arms, right? So I need something to snipe the skirms, and a few knights would do the job. I'm just trying to interrupt his business, but while waiting for the knights to come, and I'm making the second TC. This mystery person, I would call him a low elo legend, like maybe call him like the 31B. He insists on 31 bills. He didn't lose anyone so far, but he still has only 31 bills. I don't understand. I lost a bunch of bills and now I'm 48. His castles also. Castle age. Probably upgrading his two-handed swordsman right now. And elite skirms. There are castle units, castle age units. And so yeah, I made my second TC really late. At like late mid castle age. It's very uncommon for me because typically when I play human, I get like some constraint. I just constrain myself in making TCs the first thing in feudal, because human can do 2 TCs in feudal. Human can also do ramps in feudal, so I just set up myself for having to do ramps and TCs in feudal. Typically in team games I would do ramps, yeah. Because it can help my teammate rush the enemies. But so far I haven't made any siege workshops. Just don't have the resources to. I have to like I said, lay down one farm whenever I have enough wood. Lay down one extra farm. Now I'm making a lot more wood for the new production buildings. Yep. And
Hey, wait.
the map still hasn't come out yet, but I'm making 2-3 stables for constant production of knights. And also ramping up the archer count. There are about 20 of them for the moment. 20-ish. And I have some knights queued up. But I'm at this moment don't think I have enough farms to support like a massive, like an instant production of knights. Still waiting around. I guess the juggling, the resource juggling is fine here. So the knights are being queued up. Yep. And at this moment, super late castle, I still haven't made any ramps. I didn't really know this could be a way to play humans. I guess I don't really play as human at all in this game. Normally I would aim for making a lot of step lancers at imp as a human, or do ram rush in feudal. Yeah, I'm waiting for the knights to come in to snipe the skirms, so I have to dodge the skirms. Now the knights are in, so we can just regroup and go all in. The trickling archers that are not in the control group. Just go snipe the skirms first. After the two enemy swordsmen closing on me, it started running around with them. I really don't want to get high melee attacks from the two-handed swordsmen. My knights are used to. They are produced for sniping the skirts. But now there are just a few of them, so I can just go. Pretty good army control here. I sniped the entire group of the swordsman and the skirms. And I think the game changed at this point. Or maybe a little earlier. Because you see, Blue is really the legendary. He still has only 31 villagers at Castle 8. He has no extra TC. He insists on having 31 villagers. I think, yeah, this is a turning point. Now it's just GG for Blue. His entire army got sniped by me. And his eco and military power are both really bad right now. It's just waiting to die. It's just waiting for my siege. So this is a point when the coaching told me to make a ramp. I would just yeah, I never made ramp so late. I guess yeah, it goes by judgment. Just lay down my first siege workshop here. I'm just ready to like clean up the base, clean up this base. I was wondering why I would encounter such an aggressive early aggression, like solid aggressive early aggression at such a low elo. My team elo is actually much higher. It was not bloated by playing with higher elo players. I mostly play with my teammates who are on my elo. So we grow together, and I think my team elo is my true elo, but for some reason when I play 1v1, there are always low elo players that can do a good early rush on me. I don't do early rush. I don't handle early defense, handle early rush too well, so they get like an upper hand over me. Yeah, I was just okay. Back to my confusion was why Blue was able to like grill me so hard early on, even if I have like high elo coaching right next to me. Like I was instructed to do this and that as a high elo player, and why Blue would still be able to give me hell. I think Blue is actually a really good player. His true elo is probably much higher than 600, but he stays at 600 because he insists on having only 31 villagers. I think that's the reason. Yeah, he's actually very skilled. It's just his strange strange idea of insisting on having only those few villagers throughout the game. Right now my villager count is almost triple his. There's no chance he can come back at me. Yeah. I think that might be his strategy actually. His strategy should work pretty well in feudal. Insisting on 31 views and max out the army. Yeah, you see how overwhelming his army was, like double, triple my army count. And that did really good on me, like, but at the same time, he's growing his eco, so it's not really, I don't know, helpful to damage my eco when he is not growing his eco, right? Because my eco was bulkier than his, so even if he brings me down, we're just at the same level eventually. And then after that, he still doesn't grow his eco, so I started growing my eco after his rush died down, and then it's game over for him. Yeah, his strategy just works up to feudal, I guess. That's why he cannot increase his elo. Otherwise, yeah. Some people are good at playing Age of Empires and they just need to change one or two habits, like making more TC, making more builds constantly, and then they become very unstoppable. Right now, it's just clean up time. I would say if I want to do 1v1 for early rush, if I have to replicate a game like this, I would probably not go for tuners. I'll probably go for some archer thieves that has nice, yeah. Maybe Britain, Italian, or better archer thieves or early rush like Saracens and who else? Yeah, Ethiopian. So to do some a bit of reflection, when Blue was all over in my base, he surrounded my entire base actually. Um, he attacked his main army attacked from here. His trailing men at arms here and there, and runs there and come back here. Like at that moment, I lost so many villagers. My villager count was like dragged down to the same as his. Um, because in the game we didn't really see his villager count. We thought it's game over, but uh, but by then I was castle, but he was only in feudal, so I fought on, and yeah, I guess if he started increasing his villager count, um, just as the normal player does, then this game wouldn't go well for me. Yeah, that's why I say he's actually a good player. Just his strange obsession with number 31. Probably not a strange obsession, it's probably his strategy, which only works up to feudal, as I said. Yeah. But I do like his, like, I don't know, merry-go-round, or I should coin a better name for it. It just makes enemy really busy and dizzy. Like, um, you have to send your villager running around, escape the men at arms, and at the same time there are skirms, at the same time they are everywhere. So the entire base is like crippled. I cannot farm because there are army anywhere. I can just pick a corner. It was lucky that I got castle. It was lucky that I was instructed to juggle my resources well enough to do a faster castle, lay down my castle, have at least one wood line here that I can use, and a gold mine here that I could temporarily use, but I still have to watch for it. Yeah, it was just, where am I? Yeah. Anyways, let's see the statistics. He made quite a bit of army with only 31 villager count. I think what a lot of low elo player doesn't know, a lot of the low elo players that are good at rush, they don't have a habit of bulking up their eco because they just aim at taking the enemy down early. They thought this is it, right? If you take the enemy down early, you don't need to do anything later. Um, but you do have to do it thoroughly enough. He didn't bring any siege weapons because he's in feudal, right? If he brought siege, if he reached castle earlier, drop a castle on me, do some siege, do some army, then I'm done. But he's feudal, so he doesn't have siege. All he does is surrounding my base with two different kind of military units, and making those military units slow down his eco a lot, especially that he only has 31 villagers. So he stayed in feudal forever. And that was a disadvantage because then, yeah. Well, I guess when I started making knights, he was also in castle. But he didn't know I would be making knights. That was a good thing. So he stayed with men at arms. I don't know if saw it. He makes some. I think he made some pikes. The spearman, like the feudal spearman, the most basic one. He didn't upgrade them. And because my knights appeared in late castle age, so he wasn't expecting that. He only made the elite skirms, upgraded the skirms to castle, the two-handed swordsman, because he's Armenian. He didn't really make any unique Armenian units. Those archers that ignore armor, I think they would be powerful. I don't know if he has the eco for it though. Yeah, but anyways, I was just hoping to run through this game again, um, so I remember what to do next time I do an archer rush. I think this is really cool. I'm very happy to be able to accomplish an archer rush um, under high elo coaching. Um, um, yeah, I'm hoping to replicate this again. And as I said, I used to be a player that I would mostly rely on my teammate to do the early rush if it's like open map. I typically just chip in a bit of army, like especially Rams, um, and just focus on my eco. And I leave the Rams to help my teammates to rush, um, or make a little bit of units. I've never done a full scale rush by myself. To be honest, I don't do 1v1 that much because of that. Um, yeah, my 1v1 games are under like 50, probably 30-ish. I don't know. I used to have like no 1v1 games just a couple of months ago, and I really like had games in only because it was needed for registering for a tournament. They require players to have at least 30 games in 1v1 to count to make their elo count. Yeah. And then I started discovering that there are a lot of low elo players at 600 and 700, even if they don't actually play as well as 900 elo players. I'm a 900 elo player in team games. Um, they can still beat me in 1v1. Yeah, a few days ago, I got run over by a 600 elo player in 1v1. And I really thought he's a really good. I really thought he's a good player. He played like 1,000 elo for me against me. And then when we played together in team games, in the same team, um, he actually played like a 600 elo player and didn't really function that well in team game. So I guess everyone has their strengths. Some people are good at team games. Some people are good at 1v1. Um, and it's certainly a fact that I have to maybe um, learn to take on a game on my own, independently, have the full set of things that are needed, and having strategies in mind. Um, yeah, I think coming up with strategies in real time is really difficult. Like your brain under pressure has to do all the deep thinking and creativity. That's something I could probably learn through time. Yeah. Let's see. Did I see the stats? Yeah. His military is overpowering in his feudal. He did a really late castle at 40 minutes. And all this time, he's just making army. His eco stayed constant. My eco was coming to a little stop when his army is massive, but it came back later after his army died down. And that's all. Like after his rush on me died down, he went to produce defensive army in his base, but his army composition didn't really work because my new army uh, composition surprised him with knights. Although in theory, I think an experienced player would probably expect something like knights in Castle Age, because I said knights are like the power units in Castle Age, right? Uh, yep. What is this? Okay, army counts. Okay. Eco. Yeah, we don't have to talk about eco anymore. Eco is just static. It's a linear line because he didn't really increase his villager production. It was a weird strategy. Um, yep. And this is a really fun game for me. My brain pretty much died after this game because there's so much multitasking. I think I was at many moments asked to juggle one
Anukmen.
farm field on the farm to wood or one field
Buli
on the wood
Hanasis.
to the mine and attack here while keeping up the archer production at home and um or making archers and then making stables at the same time and controlling archers there or juggle this and there, especially when Blue was doing the rush on me. Have to juggle everything in real time, like rejuggle everything in real time, again and again and again. I think I wouldn't have been able to do it without instructions, like people like advising me in real time. I really hope I can do this on my own soon. Yeah, I think this can be a good lesson for people at my elo too, and yeah, this served as like my learning recording, and I do hope you also enjoy watching this. Thank you. Bye bye.